Hi everyone, this is Gary at GJ Trading. Hope everyone's well. This is my analyzation of a few of the pairs I am currently trading for the week commencing the 21st to the 25th of January. We're going to start with USD Japan. USD Japan has been struggling ever since that flash crash. I mean, really, this big flash bar here that dropped. I mean, anything trading in between here was really unreliable. So, you know, if you had any sense of it, you would have left that alone. It's finally pushing above this bar here and broke up last week with a lot of strength. So we would certainly be looking for buy trades next week. On the daily, you've got a very bullish bar on the daily. I'm just going to flatten that back to there. You can see a nice bullish bar on the daily. So the price action objective would be to break above that. But really we need to be looking now for any dips back to rest on this support and resistance line to get in. But definitely buy trades on the USD Japan for next week, especially with we'll be expecting a bit of Japanese yen weakness for the next couple of weeks. New Zealand USD coming in, guys. This is New Zealand USD on the 4 hour. Just going to go close. You can see New Zealand USD had a big push down, sort of tried to pull back up, but certainly the trade, at least to this support and resistance line next week, is a sell. Okay, you can see if I pull out a bit, it rebounded off this support and resistance line, had two cracks in it and collapsed a lot. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking for a push through here and maybe an even bigger push down the way it's looking anyway, because the USD is looking strong at the moment. So we don't really want, unless we see a big push or rebound off this support and resistance line, it's definitely a sell trade for next week unless something happens, but yeah, that's all I can see. Sell. So USD looking strong for next week. Euro USD the same again, guys. You can see it's been, I am trading the Euro USD because it's just not going on. It's going sideways, and you can see, look at that, it's just going sideways, and even here it was just going nowhere. You know, we had one bounce off this upper support and resistance line, and it's been messy. I mean, look at it, it's just up and down, up and down. It's a messy pair at the moment. Not really showing any flow, but certainly I would say if I'm a better man, you're looking for trades, especially in the lower time frames, down to this area, and then watch what happens. Okay, but you've got a good, let's have a look, 106 pips there to play with if the US dollar starts the week strong, which it may do this week. USD CAD has been dropping since it sort of pitted out on this support and resistance line. You can see how we respected support and resistance line. This is why I put these support and resistance lines in, guys, because you can clearly see how well they work when you understand them. And it just collapsed down to this one, down to this support there. So I would, it's all to do with the price of oil. USD Canada, the Canadian dollar is connected a lot with oil. So and that's sort of flattened out again. So I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing USD strength next week. So like I say, you can see yourselves, it's in the 4 hourly, but it's just going nowhere. It's absolutely going nowhere. It's going sideways. So we'll be looking for a bit of momentum either way out to sort of give us an idea of which way it's going. The daily again showing a bit of a rejection candle there, but it's sort of unreliable until we see a bit of momentum. But the overall trend in the daily is bullish. You can see that, and it's had a nice big pullback. So it could be a very good place to get in for a buy signal. Let's go across to cable and GBUSD. I said the trade was, but the bounce back up last week, and it still could happen. You can see pound had a bit of strength last week with the Brexit deal and things like that, or the Brexit announcing of Theresa May marginally winning, and it give a bit of strength. But again, this could easily, guys, next week come back down here, because you can see in the previous pairs the US dollar is strong. It's a risky one. It is a risky one, and it's one I'll be keeping an eye on. But we're in an overall big down market in the daily. I mean, look at that. So this could easily, I mean, you can see on the 180 EMA I've got there, it's tipped it and collapsed, tipped it and collapsed, tipped it and collapsed, and it's on that area again. So be careful on buy signals until it really does clear out. So I actually I was going to trade this last week, but just didn't in the end. US oil is coming up to an area of major area support and resistance. Now oil has been collapsing and collapsing and collapsing. I'm going to go on the daily and show you this area of support and resistance. You can see it's retesting it now. It held up here. I mean, this is May 2017 here, look. Retested until it eventually pushed through, went for a retest, and that's when it climbed and climbed. So it's quite a key area this week, oil. Again, as everyone who's been following me recently is watch the market, see how it goes. Okay, the best bet is for it to rebound. I think that's the best trade because it's the biggest trade. But we'll see. Oil could be on a bit of a comeback because that's trading, guys. Ups and downs, and it flows. So it's definitely. I mean, we could be. If this comes back down here and rejects, this looks like a classic head and shoulders. Okay, there's the shoulder, there's the head. If it makes another shoulder, this could be a massive rejection pattern for the next at least few months of the market going up here. But we need to see it. Okay, guys. So that's oil. It's at a key area that you just need to watch. Okay, there's no point jumping in any stupid trades. But it is looking pretty bullish at the moment. Let's look at gold. Now everyone is looking at my video gold last week. I said it was at an area where we're going to see it either blow up or blow down, and it blew downwards because of the news of the Chinese and the US sort of maybe getting a bit more peaceful, and the talks maybe getting a bit more friendlier. So I think we're in for a bit of a gold weakness. Depends, you never know. We could open next week and the dollar could be quite weak, and it could turn around and go flying up here. But either way, from this area we're in here, this is going to move quite strongly in one direction. Obviously, it's shown here quite strongly that it's pushing down. Out of this, you can see how clear this triangle was. It's been tested a lot of time and squeezed in, and it's exploded out. So the trade on oil, without a doubt, is we're looking now for a bit of correction. So the US might actually open on Monday quite weak, maybe into Tuesday, and because it showed a lot of strength at the end of last week, and maybe have a bit of a correction until maybe it knocks back in life again. And but that's a nice trade there in gold. We just need to wait to be patient, but it's certainly shown us which way it's going. So gold looks a very good trade, actually. The Dow Jones again come to an area where it was compressed. I'm just gonna push out by you guys, and you can see there where it rested on this support and resistance line, added a little touch, rebounded, and it's pushed right through. Okay. So what we're looking for is a bit of correction again. Now it showed us where it wants to go. I'll be looking now for a confirmed high following this market. It's in the hourly probably for a confirmed low. I'm hoping it's down here. It'd be lovely if it comes. We get a bit of correction down here, and what a place to get into for a fantastic trade. So again, it showed us momentum. We need a correction and get in and through my unique price action trading method, which is going brilliantly. Last one but not least, the FTSE 100. FTSE 100 again is pushed up and it's resting. I'm going to go on the daily. You can see here. Let's go on the. You can see here this respected area here. It pushed through, it retested and pushed down to these levels here. Now it's come back up and it rejected straight off down to this area, rejected off this area. Now it's strong, it's closed through this area. It's a very, very interesting place to look at now if it can hold above this line, because if it can hold above this line, we're laughing, okay, because we may be a little bit push up more, but the trade is a retest of this, and then you've got a massive trade up there, or get in on price action confirmation. Okay, but if this can hold, it's a very dodgy area. This is when price just goes a little bit above support and resistance area, and you think, oh, it's bullish, it's above, it can do exactly what it did here and just collapse. But at the moment, we'll have to see. That's why you should be very weary on Mondays, because everyone gets in trades on Mondays and loses, because the market's almost waiting to bloody fish you in and spit you out for a Monday ready for Tuesday. Okay, so I always really, especially Monday mornings, reluctantly get in on any trades, because the market is still doesn't know where it wants to go, and normally by Tuesday you get an idea where it wants to go. So that's it. That's the pairs I trade, guys. Things to look out for this week is Tuesday, average earnings in the pound. Wednesday, the JPY, Japanese yen, has got a rate decision, but that's early hours of the morning, shouldn't affect any UK traders. Thursday, we've got a Euro ECB rate decision, so that could move the market. And Friday, we've got durable goods order on US dollar. Okay, that's just a few ones to keep an eye out. There are more, but they're the main ones that will move the market if the market's going to be moved. Hope you all have a good week's trading. Any questions, just give me a question. Any pairs you want me to look at, not a problem. I can analyze a pair for you, not a problem. Hope you have a good week. Thank you very much.